Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. This is Chef Nate and today we're going to be talking a little bit about Thanksgiving. So I love Thanksgiving. I love all the flavors. I love all the opportunities to cook so much food, whether it's for 2 people or 20 people. In fact, the first Thanksgiving that my wife and I had was just the 2 of us, a little orphan Thanksgiving in California. When it comes to the most important thing or something that we'll never have Thanksgiving without, it's got to be gravy. So we're going to make turkey stock. We're going to turn it into gravy today. And this bad boy right here is what's going to make it so easy. It's a cast iron Dutch oven. You know me, you know I love Le Creuset enameled cast iron. This is a bit of a deeper Dutch oven, which can act like a combo Dutch oven and stock pot, which is exactly what we need here. I heated the Dutch oven up, tiny bit of oil, turkey necks, the carcass to a breast and some thighs that I roasted off to make some turkey salad later. And it's all roasted in here. So here's the best part of the cast iron Dutch oven. You can see all that beautiful brown flavor on there from all the turkey parts, the necks. You see the bones of the breast right there that we've made. That's what's gonna give your stock that beautiful, rich, brown roast turkey flavor. I'm just gonna take water, the turkey bones here, and there's no specific recipe for this. You want to have a lot of bones to make flavor. What you have laying around, you can of course cook it longer with the liquid to develop more flavor. So water right over the top. I'm gonna stop right about there because the other thing that you need to do is add some aromatic vegetables. So we've got traditional mirepoix, onions, carrots, celery. Use what you have lying around. I love leeks on Thanksgiving, so my turkey stock often has leek tops in it, garlic. If you want to brown the vegetables, you can, but I want this turkey flavor to sing in this stock, so I don't want that roasted vegetable flavor to take over, but by all means, if you want to roast the carrots and celery and onions, pop them in with the bones when you're in the oven, no problem. Bay leaf, a couple peppercorns, thyme, parsley. I would normally put some sage in my turkey stock for Thanksgiving. I've got some rosemary. Be careful with the rosemary. You don't want too much in there because it can overpower. Remember, that's hot coming out of the oven. I've done this many times, so use your towels to move it back here to this simmer burner. And I just cover it about halfway while we're starting out to get it up to a boil. You want it to come to a boil, but once it's at temperature, take the lid off, and you want it to barely, and I mean barely, move on the top. Pinpricks of bubbles coming up. That's the perfect temperature. 6-8 hours even before you strain that liquid off, and you'll have a beautiful turkey stock to make your gravy. So what we've got here is just some fat in the bottom of the pan. I have a combination of butter and some of the turkey fat that I strained when we roasted the breast and the thighs earlier. Get the oil going. And equal parts flour and fat here. I've probably got about 3 tablespoons of each. You could do up to a 1/4 cup of each depending on how much stock you're going to thicken here. So you can see in the bottom of that with the cast iron, already hot, already bubbling. The turkey stock that you have going back here simmering, 6-8 hours. I leave it overnight a lot of times. Once you strain it, you can cool it, put it in plastic containers. It'll keep in the fridge up to a week. You can freeze it for sure and thaw it out later. Here's my turkey stock that I made one earlier, and you can see we've got, it's already got a little layer of fat from settling on top. That's going in. You don't need to run the stock through cheesecloth or paper filters or anything, just a fine mesh strainer like this to get all the bits out. And honestly, if there's pieces of meat or other stuff left in there, that's fine. We're not going for a highly refined French sauce here. We're going for a beautiful Thanksgiving gravy. So we're gonna let this come to temp. And the thing about these flour thickened stocks, you need it to simmer for it to thicken to its full power here, okay? So salt, pepper, a little bit of lemon juice or any other acid. I always have those ready for my gravy because you want to have that balance. And make sure you taste it once it's thickened and at the temperature you want to serve it to make sure it's going to taste like your guests are going to have it, or obviously you and your family's going to have it. So we're going to let that go. This is the stock from the Magic of TV that we have already strained that we're thickening here. Same pan, okay? So simmer it, strain it out of this. You don't even need to wash it, just wipe out the bottom. Start your roux in here in the same pan. Stock right back in there, whisk it. Don't let your roasting pan go to waste. A little bit of heat underneath it just to keep that warm. And here's some more magic. Got a wooden scraping spoon. You can use any wooden spoon. A little bit of white wine. You could go with brandy, any other liquid. If you just want to use stock, you can do that too. Right inside. Water works just as well on this. You have to let it cook and reduce a little bit to cook that raw alcohol flavor out of it. You don't want to taste the raw wine or the raw alcohol in your gravy. And all those luscious brown bits that we got up with the wine going right in on top. The only next step here would be taste it, salt, pepper, adjust the acid, maybe some more lemon juice if you need it, but on this one I'm pretty sure the wine will take care of that. This gravy, once it's thick, you want to keep it there. People are going to go back to it, back to it, back to it, seconds, thirds, and you just keep it warm on the stove with a ladle hanging out right here. Nothing wrong with that. Serve it right out of the same pan that you roasted the bones in, made the stock in, and have now thickened the gravy in, seasoned it, ready to go. And that's it. My key to Thanksgiving is make your own turkey stock, thicken it to make your own gravy, and you're gonna look like a pro and you'll never go back to the jarred stuff again. Thanks everybody, have a good Thanksgiving.